Tuesday. Yeah, you're probably wondering, like, why is it that she didn't get this vlog up to go on Tuesday morning? Why is she just deciding to film today? Well, I'll tell you. I had the entire vlog all set up for yesterday. But after I was watching it back, I was like, it's not that great of content. So I wanted to be able to offer you guys and bring to you guys something that's good content. Now, I don't think naturally I have good content. So we've got that issue there. But we definitely know that weight loss videos are good content. I should say weigh-in videos are good content. So I will tell you what my weigh-in was. I had a loss. Yay! It was 0.7 pounds. So I started the week off at 203 pounds, which again, we were on vacation in Miami. It was a big weight gain and it was overwhelming. And it wasn't the type of loss that I wanted, being that I would like to have lost more weight than that. I would have loved to have lost 3 pounds. And I will say that the plan that I made for myself from last week to this week was that I followed it better than I have most other weeks. So weigh-in was 202.3, which was a 0.7 loss. And then, yeah, so what did I do that was different, or what did I do that helps me to become successful this week? So I'll tell you. So I planned and I prepped. And so what does planning mean? Okay, so for me, planning was I made a menu every day this week, and each day that I chose to make the meals for that week, I prepped those ahead of time. And I had everything figured out as far as points go through the day for most days. So there's rarely a day that would happen where I was like, oh, willy-nilly with my points. So that was good. Then the weekend hit. I had a family gathering this past weekend. So there was quite a few excesses that I had during that trip. But not as many as I could have had. I remember having this bacon double cheeseburger with fries, and yes, that was worth the splurge. My body was wanting that, but prior to that, we had done multiple miles of walking around a really large mall called the Mall of America. So I had burned off some good calories and had some activity points to kind of go with that splurge meal. However, on another day, I had, at the hotel we stayed at, they had a warm breakfast that they offered, and I made myself a waffle, and I loaded it up and was ready to eat it, and I only ate a quarter of it because it didn't taste so good. And so I stopped eating, and I decided I'm not going to waste my points on something that doesn't taste amazing. So that did not taste amazing. I stopped eating it and didn't continue on. So, I mean, it's those things where you are really being more conscious of what you're putting in your mouth and the points that you're consuming. Now, yesterday's video was kind of like a fail. A Weight Watcher fail, if you will. Because I made a meal from scratch, and I had taken the ideas that I've seen other bubble up recipes have. I just wanted to make like a spaghetti / lasagna type of bubble up, and I think I was heavy-handed in too much of it, so it ended up being 22 points per serving. Yikes, that was too much. So, and the problem is that I put it into my recipe builder after the fact, and by 22 points I meant 22 points plus points, not freestyle, smart points. So that was my problem. My biggest downfall was the fact that I didn't go out and find a Weight Watcher meal. I tried to make a regular meal and assumed that the points were going to be low, and they were not. So FYI to you, just make sure that you're checking and you're getting all of those, that you get the menu and you prepare a menu and you pick the meals that you know are going to be low in points. Don't just willy-nilly throw something together and just assume that because you made it from scratch it's going to be low in points, because it's not. So I still ate one serving last night for dinner. I did count it. It was 22 points. It was not worth at all 22 points. So if my bacon cheeseburger at the restaurant this previous weekend was 22 points, then that was worth it. This hot dish, not worth it. So I won't be having any more servings from the meal. So it's a 9x13 pan it made, and my husband can have all the rest of the servings himself. So what will I do different this coming week? I'm going to continue on that same track. I was off yesterday, which was Monday from work. I made a menu, I meal prepped, and now for the rest of the week, I'm just going to, stay on point. I went and bought some of those, what are they called? Popcorners? Pop-overs? I don't know, the little circular, like air crisp chip thing. They look like a little basket weave to them is the pattern. Anyways, so I bought a bag of those, and because I know I love those as a snack, but then I also love them with like some peanut butter toast, like on the side. So I portioned out my amount to have for today, and I feel good about that. I have a cheese stick, I have an applesauce pouch, I have a baggie of spinach that I just eat raw. I have, for lunch, I'm not eating any of that hot dish menu, that casserole. Instead, I'm just gonna find something else in the house to eat, which I have tuna packets, so I could eat tuna maybe on some crackers. So I've got choices, and that's what I plan to do. And then tonight after work, my friend Heidi and I are gonna go for a walk around the zoo. We have like a drive-through zoo here in town, so that's where we're gonna walk. So after work, I'll go ahead and bring you guys along with me. All right. Well, how to do, people? It's after work. It's after my walk. I really wanted to bring you guys on my walk with Heidi, but that didn't happen because, well, I had Dasher with me, and he's not leash trained 100%. Like, we don't let him go wild, but he either pulls or he's dragging. So yeah, that kind of sucks, because I really wanted you to see all the wonderful people who all decided to leave their house today right after work and go walking with us. The whole city woke up and decided that tonight was the night they were going to take a walk. And they all were a distraction from my puppy. So yeah, I would say in a few short months, August is when my pup turns 1. That's exciting, isn't it? I know, you guys are so excited. So, let me tell you how many steps I put on the good old pedometer, or my Fitbit, I should say. 12,515 steps. And it's only 7:41 p.m., so I have plenty more steps to put in today. Question is, should I stay home and work from home tomorrow, or should I go into the office? Now, there's nothing but rain on the horizon for the next 2 days, like non-stop rain. I heard there's going to be thunderstorms, showers, possible flooding. So I got to deal with that and know that maybe I don't want to leave the house tomorrow. So if I choose to go back to work to go get my laptop and get all my stuff and come work from home, I'll let you know. Otherwise, my plan is to go home and eat. I think tonight I'm going to eat some eggs. It's been a while since I've had some good eggs with maybe a lavash bread. Yeah, I think my point total for the day is a little bit on the higher side. You saw my breakfast. No, I don't think I showed you. I showed my Instagram family. So for breakfast, I had my 1 point coffee. Then I went to work, and I had, for snacks today, I had those. They're like the popcorners. They're like that little basket weave thing. Don't know how to explain it. Very crunchy, crispy, little perfect, nummy, bite-sized things. They make me feel like I'm eating chips. I can have, I think, 28 of them for 3 points. That's not bad. So instead, I broke it up and had 14 for breakfast and 14 for lunch. Then on the side, I had a bag of spinach. I think I told you all of this. Maybe I said it on my Snap or Instagram. And then I had a string cheese and an applesauce. Then I came home and I had 2 pieces of white bread, 2 tablespoons of peanut butter, 1 tablespoon of jelly. It was divine and delicious. I had 14 of those pop-over crispy things. They were so good. And then is when I ran into a problem. Then I got into the sugar. And I had myself 2 Hostess cupcakes. I ended up getting one of those, I don't know if you guys have tried them. They're the Aldi brand of the Fiber Now bars that everybody's talking about. Those little square brownies. They're so good. Well, Aldi's has their brand. What's it? I don't remember the name of the brand. Meltville? I don't remember. Miltonville? I can't think of the name. Anyways, they have their own Fiber One bars called Fiber Now. They're chocolate. It's a little brownie square and it's perfect. So I had one of those. And then for some dumb odd reason, I found deep in my bag a s'mores flavored Pop-Tart. Which if you know me, most times I can't pass up the goodies. So instead of throwing it in the trash and being a strong-minded person, I ate it right up. I just gobbled it right down. So that's where my points are right now. They're beyond the point of return. Like, I still think I could eat a little something for supper, but I can't. I certainly don't have 22 points available to eat the hot dish I made yesterday. So it'll be eggs. Eggs it is. And that's the beauty of the system. You can have Pop-Tarts, but you just have to balance it out with the rest of your points for the rest of the day, right? All right. So I'm sorry that most of my vlogging to you recently has been in the car. It would make you believe that all I do is ever drive, and that maybe my profession is a driver. It's not, but it would make you believe that. So maybe that's something I will work on this coming week, is getting better at some vlogging outside of my car and bringing you a little bit of vlogs along the week. So I'm going to go ahead and insert the video of me making yesterday's dinner, and then you'll also see me being humbled with the fact that yesterday's dinner was way beyond my point total, because it's kind of funny. And then that'll end the vlog. Thank you guys all so much for watching. I'm home now. Thanks for getting me home safely. I love you all. Thank you so much for being my YouTube family. Please leave a message. Tell me some things that you overcalculated on, or that you calculated just perfectly on. I'd love to hear what you have to say. I'm always looking for recipes. Please link me some recipes down below, or just tell me about them and my mouth will water as you're talking about them. But otherwise, you guys have a good rest of your week. Hang in there. We're going to get through this week, and I will see you guys next week. Take care. Okay, guys, it's like supper time now. We took the dog for a walk, and we went 2 laps around the park next to our house. And then now I'm making what's called, I think it's like lasagna or spaghetti bubble up. I just made my own version of it since I've seen a lot of the bubble up recipes, and I thought, well, the main ingredient is the biscuits, so that is what I'm choosing to use, and I'll show you what it looks like. So in this bowl, I have 2 cans of spaghetti sauce, 1 pound of hamburger, and 1 pound of hot sausage, along with 1 cup of Marble Jack cheese. Then over here I have it's the Grand's original biscuits, and I'm going to cut the whole can up into these bite-sized pieces, and I'm going to mix it around in that mixture, pour it into a 9x13 pan, and that's going to be my supper. Okay, so here's what it looks like when all of the pieces are mixed in, these dough pieces. And I'm going to go ahead and transfer this to the 9x13 pan that's lightly greased. Okay, so here's what it looks like in the pan. And I'm just going to add this Marble Jack cheese all on top, sprinkle it all on top. What I meant to say was I added the other cup of the Marble Jack cheese to the pan, to the top. And now I'm going to put it in the oven. Okay, so while that's baking, I'm going to go ahead and figure out the points for the whole meal. I didn't figure that beforehand. So we'll see how many points one serving will be. Okay, so the spaghetti slash lasagna bubble up, it's going to end up being 22 bites, or points plus points, if I use that whole 9x13 pan and divide it into 8 servings. So maybe I'll have to put it into 16 servings, so each section is only 11 points. I don't know, but that's a lot of points. So I would not suggest making that, but I gotta be real with you, that's what I made. So maybe future reference, I'll go ahead and figure out the points before I make the meal. Live and learn. Here's the finished product. It looks so divine and tasty, but it's really hefty in points. So make it, and person who's eating it, beware. Just know this is going to cost a lot of points.